Well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football gods. I'm sorry, I have not answered all the emails and all the text messages from everybody. I was getting phone calls this morning. I was still knocked the heck out. I finally got to bed after doing my fireside chat last night about 2:30 this morning and could not go to sleep. I was awake at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I see that one of you great fans out there had ordered at 6:05 a.m. one of the damn, I can't even talk this morning. The Big D shirts. Yeah, bring the Big D. Shirts this morning already. Shout out to DMV for calling attention to the Big D shirts and stuff and getting those out to you guys as well. Man, I sound like I've smoked about 20 packs of cigarettes. My voice is literally gone, which is I don't know that I've lost my voice very many times in my life, but it's definitely worth it. Program note, or at least there's a lot of things in my studio and in here that are personal to me that a lot of you guys don't understand. So when you see Joe Bear, you're always like, why does he always do this Joe Bear thing? Joe Bear was given to me by Susie and Fernando at the last Super Bowl I was at, when we were working at NFL Experience. I got to meet them. They ended up getting the Joe Bear doll up there. They gave it to me as a gift, and they texted me last night. Shout out to you guys about the victory and things. And it's been a long time coming. I laid there in bed this morning going through stuff and all that, and my beautiful bride, she's still knocked out and sleep and stuff. So I got up and said, you know what, I'm going to get this morning video out because we don't have much time. I started the countdown clock yesterday in the morning before kickoff, and you can see I reset it this morning because if you take a look, that's all we got. That's all we got until kickoff. Today's already Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday at 6:30 we play. We don't have time, unfortunately, to enjoy getting the monkey off our back. This was cool this morning. This video I saw out here, which was a montage of congratulations to Dak Prescott. I'm going to play through this because you've had a quarterback who has been so maligned and trashed throughout the NFL. And I understand why they do it, because it's for views. He gets flack for things that nobody else does. And let's be clear here. The best performance quarterback-wise this first weekend. I don't give a damn about who you're saying that Tampa Bay sucks. Tampa Bay may suck, but did nobody do that to that defense this year? Did nobody out there demoralize Tom Brady more than that? Because there becomes a point in your life. When you realize, I can't do the things that I used to do. And I think we got to that point last night with Tom Brady. You saw Dak Prescott stand up and go off and will his team and not accept nothing other than perfection. You could see him fully in control out on that field, and you could see every single one of those players ready to run through a brick wall for him. That was an incredible win, an incredible team win led by the quarterback. Let's look at these real quick. Never seen Dak Prescott play better. Dak, heard y'all trying him laugh out loud. You showing out now for LFG. I don't know what LFG is, but Dakota Prescott is that dookie tonight. Throw it, young man, throw it. Tony P. Dak in his bag. Dak is dealing. We got to keep our composure. O. Thomas. Let's go, Dak. Great play call after an even better fake because Dak fooled me. Parsons is a hellacious coming off the edge. 88. You know, it's so nice to see this when it's supposed to be a funeral today. Tight ends terrorizing them linebackers on Martin Luther King Day. No one should be surprised by the poor offensive performance by the Bucs. They've been bad all year, but I'm labeled as a hater or jealous for pointing out Brady's the GOAT. Okay, forget you, Shannon. Damn, 12. Oh, my goodness. How many extra points will Maher miss? Damn. Damn kicker missed 4 in a row. If anybody consoles him or tells him it's okay, it's flat out soft. You got one job. If you can kick and currently in the stadium right now, come on down to the field. I got a jersey for you. Oh, man. He's seeing ghosts, bro. Oh, wow. Yeah, Maher is also about to book one trip to Thailand after tonight. See, Twitter don't play. If I was Brian Aguilar, I'm telling Maher I'm going to the middle or left hash. Dallas kicker not making the plane ride back home tonight. Damn. New kicker on the way. They might leave Brett Maher in Tampa. All right, so enough of that one. But here we go. Right now, we're scheduled to take on the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday, and it's going to be a tall task on a short week. But I will say this, if the Dallas Cowboys can play a complete game like that, minus the kicking, they can hang with San Francisco. San Francisco's the home team. They've, already got some rest because, of course, they played on Saturday. They have the advantages, but I think all of a sudden you may have actually finally awakened the sleeping giant. The Dallas Cowboys have been trashed and told they can't do anything, that they're the franchise that stinks, that it's been 30 years since you won a road playoff game, that you can't win on grass, you can't beat Tom Brady, your quarterback is not that dude, he's just a bus driver. Well, that wasn't bus driving. That was Pat Mahomes-esque. 4 touchdown passes, a 143 rating, and a rushing touchdown. It's not much more a quarterback can do than that. Not much more. So, this morning, I'm going to keep it a little bit short here. I got work to do. Got to try to save my voice. I'm going to go ahead and dig deeper in things. We're just going to enjoy the victory today. Let's listen to what they had to say on Get Up.
Fella Damian Woody is home with a voice, but we are going to smash helmets today in his honor. We'll take you through winners in every game. Now, usually on these Thursdays, I begin with bold predictions. I might look here or here or here, but hold everything. Cindy, put the picks on the screen. Monday night, everyone but me has
what?
Dallas
I'm sorry. I got the wrong
going
tape up.
done in these playoffs. Bartholomew, why are the Cowboys going to lose to Tampa Tom?
I tell you what, because Tampa Tom is getting reinforcements. He's having his defensive line. They're healthy. And I just don't like the way that Dak Prescott is playing. He's turning the ball over. And in the playoffs, if you throw a pick six, it can be very, very costly. But the bigger story is who job is going to cost. Do you have to pick between Kellen Moore, Mike McCarthy, or are you picking between Dan Quinn? Because if they lose, the mandate was deep in the tank. That's what Jerry Jones told us at the beginning of the season. If they fall short, you're going to have to pick between one of those coordinators because they're going to have opportunities at head coaching job. Mike McCarthy is coaching for his life.
See, that's what I think, too. And Dan Graziano, let's be clear. clear. Jerry Jones said on the radio the other day a definitive no. So the question is Mike McCarthy coaching for his job. Now, the point I made on the radio yesterday is this is the problem with the owner doing a radio interview every single week. What is he going to say? Oh, yes, I'm firing the coach if they lose on Monday. That's really the question any other way, is it?
No, right. He wasn't going to say that, right, he's coaching for his job this weekend. That would be unprecedented. It would be awesome.
Yes.
But it would be unprecedented.
That's right.
So, no, I think, but I do think we should put more stock into it than some people seem inclined to. Because when you look at Jerry's recent history.
I'm sorry. I put the wrong tape up. Right, that was the funeral video that they were putting up, that basically saying, we're all picking against the Dallas Cowboys. Let's see what they actually have to say this morning.
Have expected it to be, and our analytics already favors the Cowboys. But here is the context. The Cowboys are playing a road game on 5 days rest against a Niners team that has 7 days rest. The Cowboys also have to travel twice. Both of them are on the road. The Niners are staying home. Teams with that profile playing in those circumstances, as you see, are 9-24. I turn immediately to the players on my set. How do you describe the advantage that the 49ers go into this game with based upon those conditions?
Well, based on data, the advantage is the San Francisco 49ers are a better football team than the Cowboys. That's
our analytics disagree.
Generally helpful.
Our analytics think that the Cowboys are a better team.
I've had a tumultuous relationship with them.
I understand.
Okay? And we all know that. And Himbo, I love you. Himbo is my guy. Stats matter, okay? But let's get back to the question at hand. It obviously when you have the lack of rest, number one, right? San Francisco now is in a position where they were able to get usually in football, let me take people. You got a couple of days where your body got to literally regenerate. It's almost like a video game, right? So after you play a game, the next day you try to go, well, what we used to do, you go in, you get a little light jog, you get a little light workout, you get treatment, and you kind of get your week going early. Now, I know a lot of people talk about it. It's a distinct advantage, G. Like, it's not something that you just shake a stick at and be like, hey, we had 5 days, y'all had 7 days, not a big deal. 2, preparation.
That's the one.
Like, preparation. The San Francisco 49ers staff, which is phenomenal, by the way. Lord have mercy, Kyle Shanahan can call football.
Great.
You get a chance to kind of go reevaluate what you did against Seattle with a little bit more time to kind of fix your issues in that game and then move on to the opponent. Now, they've had scouts getting ready for the Cowboys or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the last 2 weeks probably, right, when you see this thing lining up. But the other part is this, G, and I got to make my Cowboy fans mad. How you play gets you to the position you are. And the way they ended up with seeding, the mishaps during the season, that's what has you in this position. So, unfair or not, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
I just want to say one thing regarding this game that I know is going to make a lot of people mad. Brock Purdy has become one of the great stories in the National Football League, and no one is enjoying it more than I have. But these are the teams he has beaten. The Buccaneers, defense, awful. Seahawks, twice. Commanders, Raiders, Cardinals. Those teams were a combined 14 games under 500, and 3 of them have a defense ranked 25th or worst in the league. The Cowboys, if their defense plays, will be by far the toughest test that Brock Purdy has seen so far.
You're not wrong about that, but he has the distinct advantage of having DeMeco Ryans organize that defense on the other side and Kyle Shanahan help him with the offense in the extra day. I think the physical thing matters in most games, and it matters in this game, that extra rest, but I think the planning matters. I think the 49ers, they had started on game planning for the Cowboys, talking to their players about the Cowboys immediately after that Seahawks game. They had already started scheming stuff up, and you're going to give Kyle Shanahan extra days?
I think Neek nailed it. This game really comes down to the 49ers defense and the Cowboy offense, because if Brock Purdy can play a run-pass option, they're going to be hard to beat. But if the ball's in his hands and he has to go against that pass rush, Dallas can win this game handily.
Yeah, coaching matters in the playoffs. I think they're absolutely positioned well to be the better prepared team. The point about the regeneration of the body, right? That day for San Francisco was Sunday.
Yes.
For the Cowboys, it's today. And that, I mean, and they got to play. That's a tough go for the Cowboys.
I'll say this back to Mike T. I have never seen a San Francisco 49ers offense get one-dimensional. So don't bet on that. Players beat the San Francisco 49ers. It ain't your scheme.
It's also going to be Kyle Shanahan against Dan Quinn, so there's a million things there. We do have to get to the one piece of bad news for the Cowboys, obviously, the kicker, Brett Maher, who had a terrific season,
We don't know what happened.
missing 4 extra points. I want you to see Peyton and Eli's reaction while this was happening.
Going left, throwing back right in the end zone. Oh, my God.
Got to be kidding me.
I've never seen anything like it.
Why are we
What's
kicking
going
it?
on?
Why are we kicking it?
Talk about a buzzkill. No one's ever missed three extra points in a row. That's got
Cut
to
a
be a
guy
record.
at halftime of a playoff game?
Got to be a record.
Your job is to kick the ball between the poles.
Yep.
That's all you have.
You got one job.
One job. Kick the ball. I can accept 1. I might even be able to accept 2. But 3 missed field goals? Where's your damn head at, dude?
That is the legendary Cowboy Emmitt Smith, who was reacting to the 3rd of the missed extra points, and then there was a 4th. Mike T, what are they doing today?
They have people in the state, in their facilities, try out, and you're going to sign the best guy possible. You're calling to the stadium last night, Greeny, and saying, hey, come on in, bring enough stuff to stay. The winner of this tryout is going to San Francisco.
You can't bring him to, are you saying you can't bring him to San Francisco?
There's no way you can. You don't have to come. You could deactivate him. You have to bring in a new kicker.
Marcus?
4 missed extra points.
For the life of me, I ain't understand it, G. I mean, I went to the depths with my tweet, bro, because I just couldn't believe that this was happening. My dad kept texting me all night. Why do they keep putting the ball on the left hash? I don't know. What I do know is this. He overcompensated for the left hash and missed it left.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about last night. We know that this is going to be an issue. Like, you ain't gonna blow teams out in the playoffs. This is an anomaly.
Right.
Right? And you missed 4 field goals. And G, I promise you, man, I was sitting on the plane, and the nice lady that was sitting next to me, she could not understand why I was iffing at saying curse words. The Cowboys were winning.
You play golf. There's days you can't hit the ball, and you don't understand why.
I was going to use.
It was
you
terrible.
covered baseball.
I just never seen anything like that.
Baseball players.
I covered Chuck Knobloch.
Chuck Knobloch lost the ability to throw the ball to first base.
I was at those games. And it made no sense. Our son is a kicker. My wife just kept saying, his mother must be so upset.
Can you? His mother's going to really hate it if they
mad.
cut him today.
Yeah.
Can they possibly? Can you trust him next week?
I've been on a lot of football teams, and a kicker misses an important field goal, and he's gone. I know Maher had a good season, but they are trying everybody out. Like you mentioned, they brought in all the kickers. They might need to have an open tryout. Anybody who looks like they know how to kick a field goal. If you're 5'7" and white, come on out.
5'7" and white. No, he didn't.
My son is,
Hey, send them down there and kick.
Get Ronaldo a message.
Call them up.
We have an early candidate for line of the day. All right, we're just getting started. You know what we haven't even talked about yet?
All right, good people. That's good enough, man. We're going to enjoy this morning. I hope that each and every one of you guys, as well as you ladies, take time today to find a hater out there and make sure that you get into their face and say, how about them Cowboys? Enjoy it, friends, today, but we got to go to work. Dallas Cowboys, thank you for what you have done for Dallas Cowboys Nation.
Our coach here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the show for the Sports Report.
You did one hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to say is, how about